Mic check, mic check.
Hold it on here. Is there another fucking seat?
I mean, I'm sure there's one outside.
Rolling. Dude, just kidding. Oh my. Can y'all hear us?
Hello.
Hey, mic check, mic check. Hey.
Yo. Dude, so this apparently is the new Shimano that they came out with at ICAST called the Caius. It's $80.
Damn.
It's $80. Feels good.
Really?
Yeah.
$80?
80. Look, feel it. That's why it's on the promo today. And then this rod's like 80 or something.
Ready?
That's pretty good for $80.
Yeah, what the hell?
It's a Shimano.
Shimano's like, they get targeting that entry level.
Mm-hmm. That looks good.
Yeah, hell yeah. That changed.
I mean, come on. We were fishing with fucking lures, $50 lures.
Yeah.
Till they were green on the inside.
All right, bro.
That looks good. Are you ready?
Mic check.
Yeah.
Are you gonna wear the glasses all the time?
Not the whole line, just for the end.
Oh, for the intro.
Recording on here.
Or like for you get a couple of ad libs.
Yeah.
Do we have to hold it real close? Like really close?
I'll tell you where you can hold it. Just fist length.
What if we did it like this? Or is
Mic
that
check,
too far?
mic check. Can you hear me now,
Is
brother?
this too far, Roland?
Hold on. All right, go.
Is this too far?
That's good.
What about right here?
That's good.
What about right here? What about there, brother?
You done?
You done?
You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
This dude catches a trans fish and he's over here thinks he's fucking got Jesus himself.
Hey, come on now, brother.
Are we going?
Those glasses are wild, bro. You look like an evil villain with those glasses. Where'd you get them?
Got them from this guy down Back River Road. Saw when I caught that fish. He was just like, "It's time for you to put these on."
Just randomly gave you pit vipers?
Yeah. He said you're ready for that level up. So,
You look like an evil villain, bro.
hey, someone's got to
That's
do it,
funny.
I guess.
Are we going?
Nah, let's go.
Are we going? Good?
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that Red Bull guy. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Unpacking Yakking. And, well, look who we got on today. Jeez. So.
This is Sab's Make-A-Wish episode.
That's fucked up. Oh, hey. I mean. Oh, God. Jokes are jokes. We're joking. Anyways, the fucking Manny B, the skinny water boy's man himself, right? I mean, one of my brothers, but also now state record holder, catch and release for the ever controversial Guadalupe bass.
my
Let's
gosh.
go. Congrats, bro.
Hey, let's
Fucking
go.
proud of you, dude.
Let's
I'm
go.
glad. I'm honestly so happy that somebody in our crew has it. Honestly, like, it's just fucking cool. There's a lot of back history with the quad, with us, with Austin, which is cool because Austin is now popular, right? So Austin is now the place to be. You want to be the best in comedy, you go to Austin. You want to be the best tech bro, you go to Austin. You want to end up, the best open mic scene, you go to Austin. And we're better than the best anglers in Austin, is what I'm saying. And that's what's cool because Austin is popular. Austin is the spot to go in Texas. It's Texas's, Los Angeles, right?
Yep.
Is that a stretch?
No?
No, I think you're pretty right.
I think that's what it is, right? And again, it's all love. We're older now. We're not 26 hotheads, no kids, as the
Randomly
boomers say, young,
fighting,
dumb, and full of, So
headbutting people.
We're a lot more mature. A lot of shit has happened, in everybody's life. So, but it is just cool that the kids that we were at 25, chasing. Oh, y'all can't compete with Austin. Y'all are just some brown kids from San Antonio. Y'all can't. What do you mean join the river bassin scene? You kidding me? Those guys got it on lock. That's what they do. Yeah, that's what we do.
Dude, that was wild.
So it's cool, man. It's cool to see that we do it too. I should say they do it. We do it too. Just better. It's cool, man. It's cool that you caught it. You caught it on a place that you've really put the work in. You know, we give you shit for that. I don't know if it's come out yet. Hasn't come out yet or no?
On what?
Like the pursuit. Have you posted it or?
Oh, I haven't posted a full video about it.
But you've like announced it.
Yeah, I've announced it.
Gotcha. Cool, cool. So you're what you're passionate about, which is cool because I've got one in the works too. Like, not that it would ever be as good as yours because I don't have the good cameras. I don't care to learn editing that good, but I have something like that going on here close to where we are in San Antonio. So it's cool. It's cool. You caught a record fish for the state at a place you put work in. And you know what I think it shows testament to, bro, is all those guys that are like, oh, rivers are easier than lakes. Yeah. But then you put a good river guy on a lake and look what happened. I mean, you're how many, you've been there, what, a year?
Yeah. Fishing that lake for a year now and
a year?
Just slowly getting better at it.
I'd say you've caught over 125 pounds of bass.
Probably. Yeah.
Since you've been there a year.
Yeah, no, dude, the big bass were insane.
That I don't know if that sounds like big on a number wise or small, but I'll tell you it's pretty big. I think that's an average of like, I mean, what's 125 divided by like 5, Roland? I mean, what is that? I don't know.
What's that?
Punch that in, Jamie.
What's 125 divided by 5?
125 divided by 5.
Yeah, we're just talking numbers here.
I'm not good at math, bro. 25.
25. Okay, so wait, 25? 25. Okay, so that 25 5-pounders, dude, I think you've caught more than that.
Oh, definitely.
So cool, man. It's cool to see, dude. Oh, yeah. It's cool to see, dude. It's
put me on the spot there, bro.
It's fucking awesome, man. Congrats. That's just so cool. Like it's my favorite thing about it is the controversy behind it. And it's not really it's not really like a big controversy because it's nothing we can do as anglers. I was thinking about it, right? Like it's not like we're purposely trying to make them hybridize a little or whatever, you know. It's like we have no control over that. So it's cool, man. I'm glad they approved it, and I know it's made a lot of people uncomfortable. So that's cool, man. That's cool. We're being silly. We're gonna take these glasses off.
Are we doing glasses? Yeah.
We're just.
You look like a fucking evil villain, bro. Take them off.
Being silly. Okay, cool. So Manny B, man, how you been?
Dude, been great. Been living life.
Like,
nice.
I like how you asked that, like as if we don't talk every day.
Yeah. I guess we do talk every day. But what'd you do today?
Oh, just came to town, got to hang out with my son, little Tonio, and we went to the river, hung out with Josh, Sam, their wives and their kids, and just got to relax, kick back. Dude, the river felt amazing since that flush they released out of the dam.
Oh, it feels cool.
So nice and cool. It's not warm. Dude,
so you were at the park out there in New Braunfels, so that's cool, man.
It was loaded. All right, like dude, I got there probably around 10:30, and it was already packed. Like tons of people. You got to get there early if you want a spot, like anywhere waterfront.
That's cool. It sucks because it's the growth, but that's cool. Like again, Austin is the new LA. That would make New Braunfels. What's the? I don't know.
New Braunfels, new Hitler place.
No, what's New Braunfels? New Braunfels is what the new what's the city close to LA? That's not like I'm just trying to compare to an LA thing.
What do you mean?
Like what's a big city next to LA that's also like another big?
I mean, I don't know. New Braunfels is its own thing.
Yeah, New Braunfels is basically
I can't compare it to something. I can compare Austin to Los Angeles. I can't compare New Braunfels to anything
New Braunfels
in
might be
California.
One of a kind. I mean, it was named that, so it's just a place where there's a lot of money and like a lot of cool stuff to do.
And
but it was super annoying. Those park rangers are so annoying.
They'll
come up to you and be like, "Hey, guys, what are y'all doing? Y'all got any questions for us?
Y'all got any fish whistle?"
And they're just like being really weird. And then we're just like, "Dude, we're fine. Like we're not doing anything illegal."
Do you remember that one time when we were flowing the river, or we're fishing down the river in New Braunfels, and they were like, "Hey, have y'all seen the species of fish?" Like,
oh yeah,
that girl randomly asked us that, and we're just like, "What?
What?" Yeah, no, and then
it's like it's invasive.
Yeah, dude, they're freaking weird. But then, so then another group came by, and they were like, "Hey, we're taking a quick survey," and they're like, "Are y'all residents of New Braunfels?" And we're like, "Yeah." Obviously, like what the hell? But they were doing it to, I guess they charge you if you're not a resident and you can't hang out at the park or something like that. It's so weird. Yeah,
that's gonna be very difficult to.
Dude, for real.
They're gatekeeping the park now?
Yeah, I think there's.
But the park is not.
I'm pretty sure they're checking out. I was like, who takes a survey of like where you're from? Like they're just asking you if you're gonna a resident or not because they charge people in New Braunfels to access the river.
So you're saying the Sunday morning go there and just relax is gone?
Basically.
God.
Dude, it was so annoying. And then like the other park right up the river where I used to launch every freaking day after work when I was living down here, and they're charging $20 now to park. So like every single access is getting charged. I was surprised I didn't have to pay to park at the park today, but like everywhere else is just charging.
What
like
were you
$20.
saying? That there was like somewhere on some page that you saw that people were charging like $600 a day. Or
Oh,
what?
dude, that's
for that little plot of land.
What is it?
So on River Road, there was this spot. These people, I mean, once they cleared up the their comment or their caption, basically we're saying like $600 to just enjoy a half a day on the river. And we're like, what? Like everybody was like, are you serious? Like that's ridiculous. I thought $40 at some of those spots to get in for just a day.
You're talking about like a private owned spot that somebody cleaned out and is charging that? Or?
Yeah, like they fixed it all up.
Gotcha.
And then they cleared it and they said, oh no, like well, sorry, like our caption was vague. It was more along the lines for like events. So it's $600. So if you break it down by like X amount of people, it came out to like $10 a person or something. So I was like, I mean, if you're having a huge family, event,
then that makes sense.
It makes sense. So I was like, oh, but like they're just saying, hey, come for the day, $600 for half a day.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's nuts.
Yeah. I'd be cool with like 20, 25.
Yeah.
At like a private owned spot that they made nice. Maybe there was cabins at.
Yeah, they did pretty nice. They had a canopy and stuff, or not a canopy, like built all these pavilion things and crap. But it looks pretty nice. It was just funny.
Yeah, that is funny. But I mean, I feel like people with money are moving into the area, so you'll find somebody that'll be like, oh, this is a great deal.
And they're developing that section right there on River Road by the Ice House. It is done for it. I think it's going to be a new Sun City.
By the Ice House?
Yeah.
By River Road Ice House?
There's a new Sun City neighborhood being built right there. And if you don't know who that is, that's Sun City is a elderly community, 55 and up. So it's going to be a boomer central.
Oh, man.
Right there, dude. So, all that, where the water's going to come from? Where's that water going to come from?
And that sucks because it's like, that's a pretty good area. That's tough. So, yeah, man, New Braunfels, the river fishing has been getting really tough and tight. I think that's why you and I have spent more time on a lake in this last calendar year than ever before. Because, dude, all the spots we used to grow up fishing they're not there no more.
Yeah,
literally
crazy.
No water.
It is crazy how much has changed in the last 8 years, I would say. Because I'm looking back some memories.
Yeah, we were floating the quad.
Heavily.
Dude, we were floating the quad in like the
that one run, right?
Yeah,
that's quad,
and dude, like we were like bombing rapids, and we were like we took guys that we were so young, we would just take whoever.
Yeah,
y'all missed out. Like, we would just take whatever. Like, hey, dude, can we go with you?
That was a blast. We were going down. I remember watching that. I watched that little 3-minute video clip I put out. That was a fun day.
Yeah, how like we went under the tree and all that. Just fun times. We did get some rain though. The last couple, 2-3 weeks, we've been getting some pretty good rain.
Yeah.
So, but it doesn't stick around. I know all the rivers were basically up and running for crazy for like a day or two after, and now they're all. I want to say the Llano is still doing probably the best. What's cool is those are more natural rivers, I think, and they're holding well. Yeah. Like to me, those are untouched, undeveloped. You don't have a 150 home neighborhood being built off the Llano
right off the
very frequently.
Unless you're closer to like
maybe a bigger
Marble
city,
Falls.
something. Yeah, Marble Falls. But that I think it's like almost at the lake already.
Yeah,
so it's
basically.
Pretty. Yeah. So if you were gonna pull from a body of water where they dump, it's probably best versus like a pinch point upriver, that has to go over some dams. So yeah, that's cool. But yeah, man, shoot. Let's I guess we can get into this a little bit later. But I mean, what do you want to talk about, man? What do you I know a lot of people have been, I guess, a lot of people they're excited that you caught this, but also they've been following you for catching big fish at the lake. How's that been? How's it been learning a lake?
It's been, honestly, the way I think about it, when I fish a lake versus a river, basically without the rivers there would be no lake. And you got to fish this, the same thing as you're fishing a channel, but then you got to broaden your spectrum of your vision, what you're looking at, and really just take a step back, see the bigger picture. Like, okay, you look at where the channel swings are, you're looking at where rock piles are, then you start to figure out what these fish really hone on during certain seasons or certain times of the year. And just like just like us every day, where you want, oh, where should I eat today? But we're basically run a pattern. If you look at your everyday to day life, you're running a pattern.
Yeah.
And the fish will do the same thing for the most part, almost every day. But then you got to start to learn what they do certain days. So it's, you change up your schedule every now and then, but for the most part, you wake up, you do the same routine. So you know where to start. That gives you a game plan. This is where I need to start. And then once you get throughout the day, that's when you can expand. Like, okay, what about this? What about this? You're changing throughout the day because your schedule's changing out the day every day. But your morning routine is the same. And that's how I kind of look at it when you're looking at fishing in big body of water. I know the main areas to go start at first thing in the morning. And then I start figuring out, all right, so they're not there. Where are they going to be? Are they going to be deep? Are they going to be shallow? And dude, the crazy thing is, I knew fish get shallow, but not this shallow. Like freaking in inches of water, like on a lake.
Yeah,
it's crazy because like I'll literally be in like, you'll see them busting in like 5 inches of water. It's freaking crazy.
Yeah.
And so I've bombed my swim bait up in that shallow water and burn it out and just goosh.
That's cool.
And watching this blow up on it, man, it is. So that's been like a new one for me, because when you think about it though, when you take a step back, like I said, you really start to look at these fish in the bait. Man, what the hell is that?
No, I just told him to do the. You can cut this out. There's a sensor. If we don't touch it every like 30 minutes, the whole lights will go off.
Oh, yeah. So, damn, I reflected my train of thought, dude.
You were talking about the new one for you has been watching them eat shallow.
Yeah.
Inches of water.
So like, dude, so when I'm looking at the fish too, the advantage that I have over the boaters is nuts, because how shallow they get. So if you're sitting out, far off the bank and you're casting at the point, you're doing your 5 angle, all the different angles, but they're not hitting your lure. It's because those bait don't run in those directions. Just like in the river, when we are like, okay, the current goes obviously downriver, and then we got to throw the swim baits exactly how a fish would swim up current, or again, downriver, up current, whichever. Same thing on the lake. So I would literally get myself up on the bank, bomb a cast.
Yeah, you can't do
bank.
that in a glitter boat.
No, a boat would get stuck. I mean, they could, and then it would suck to get back out every time. But me in a kayak is super easy. So I'll get up in there really shallow because I can and make that cast. And dude, it has been a game changer.
That's been like the money for you on the
the lake. And
That's
just getting to where the boaters can't get to, because those points, some of the points will be super long, and the boaters, it gets up to like a foot all the way up to the back, and then they'll get all the way up in there. And it's been nuts to see that.
That's cool.
And then also the other cool thing, what I've been seeing or experiencing, is how far these fish will go to hit a swim bait. I could be in 15 feet of water throwing to something like subsurface, and there'll be a freaking bass come out of nowhere and just crush it. So it's been wild. And I've always seen other people fish not this body of water, but other bodies of water, and seen them. I'm like, how in the world are they catching a fish in that shallow water? Because I've gone and looked and seen the spots, and I'm just like, dude, that's nuts. But now, since I moved up here, got to fish it more.
You talking about you were watching guys that were fishing that area before? Or?
No, like just like Lake Austin, for instance, and I'd see like Jared Swayford's, and he'd fish this one specific spot, and I'm just like, that is so shallow in the size of bass that he caught off that point. And I'm like, how is that even possible? So I never got to experience it there. But then when I moved out to where I'm at now, it's like, oh, now I see why. And it's been freaking cool to see it. So I got to figure out on a different body of water, just doing, what I know how to do best.
Like what you've seen somebody else have success on.
Yeah, like
That's
I was
cool.
like, okay, go shallow. Let's see how shallow they can really go.
That's awesome. That's cool. That's kind of unpacking what you were saying. You said that like, hey, you have your daily routine, so you're basically showing up at the taco spot. You're showing up at,
Yes, sir.
You're showing up at the QT, right? You're showing up to see if, hey, Bill's there. There he is getting his morning Joe, and
Exactly.
then let's say Joe's not there. Oh, he woke up late. Then you're like, well, fuck, where's he at? He's at work now, so he's in the timbers. No, and that's cool, man. That's the way you got to break it down, dude. Honestly, I think it's super cool, man. I just not nodding to what you've been saying. I think in the last 8 weeks, I probably caught 4 or 5 fish over 6 pounds. And it's been fucking cool because it's just been like on a lake. And we're both going out there and no electronics.
Yeah, exactly.
But other
No
than the motor on
electronics.
yours to get you far, and shout out to No Bad Days, giving, let me ride in the pedal, bona fide. Dude, you could cover a good amount of water, and like
It's a must.
I'm fishing lakes that are, low. So now it's like I get to see those bottom transition points that you're saying. Without a river, there wouldn't be a lake. And you're like, you scaled that up 10x, right? You're like, oh, cool. In the river, they're going to be at the eddy, right?
Yep.
But in the lake, they're going to be at the eddy 15 feet down.
Yep.
I'm at the bottom of the lake at the
crazy.
moment, right? So I'm looking at everything. I'm looking at the walls going up, and I'm like, damn, the fucking boulder's as big as a house. And the water's up there. That whole shelf is going to hold 4 or 5 wolf pack, And then it's cool because now the lake I'm at had a pretty dramatic rise, right? And so now those spots I was catching fish at.
How many feet or inches?
Like 6. 6. So
Was it like 3.5 or 4%?
now it doubled in size. So it's doubled in size, right? So essentially now all those areas that I was surface level at now are now all great structure.
Yes,
right?
nuts,
And
yeah.
so now, and then when I went last, I caught my 2 fish of the day in flooded grass. And that just kind of gets me excited because with the flood, I don't
couple
know
weeks.
where's the water at now, right? And then I don't know what new forage came in. Right, so at the time, the only forage I've seen on the lake is threadfin shad. Like I haven't seen frogs, I haven't seen bluegill, like I don't see baby bass. I've only caught either big fish or like adolescent
So
bass.
we're looking at Medina's 3.6.
Gotcha. So big rise, right? So and honestly, man, at this point, dude, go out there and try. Because I had my buddy out the other day. We didn't put anything together, but it happens. It's it's at a new level now.
Yeah.
So now it's different. Now
it's crazy how much it changes. That.
Now it's a blank slate. Everything I learned in 6 to 8 weeks is okay. That was great, but now. And that's the challenge. I think that's where both of us want to always stay in, like finding that new challenge. Like I'm not gonna not fish, right? Because there's no rivers.
When you get too comfortable,
So
that's
then I'm
where it
gonna have
hurts
to
you.
let me go and learn a lake. And now that I'm learning a lake that's essentially at a river stage, it's cool. It's just like I don't know. It's kind of like every time it's like I've caught the fish in different spots. Like there's a rhyme or reason why I caught them, but not to like. Why I haven't found them in different spots. I just think they're everywhere. And now there's so much more water. I want to go up and see like where it's at, if there's still a flow. Can you imagine getting up to like an eddy and just like 13 pounders just like
That'd
right
be insane.
there?
Getting that fresh oxygen coming in. From
Then
the
like
river.
a baby catfish gets
Oh
top watered
my
out the water.
gosh.
So yeah, man, I'm excited. But that's cool, man. That's awesome. Like, that's cool. I guess today we'll talk about like techniques and stuff like that because I feel like every time we have a guest, it's always like we're trying to get to know them. Right, and like learn about
That's
it. We
the whole
already did
point.
that with you. Say it again.
Yeah, I said, I mean, we've already done it with him.
Yeah, we've already done it
We
with
should
him
just
and
shit with him and
also,
just
like,
fuck around.
Yeah, now we can just legit fuck around and also
It's
just
the
talk
boys
fishing.
episode. It's the boys
Yeah.
episode.
Just talk fishing.
This episode's for the boys.
So that's cool, man. So I've been up to where you're fishing now, which and I don't. Obviously, it's going to be on here, so we'll have to mention it. But I fished with you once on Inks, right? And it was awesome. It was one of the best days I had in a minute. We had one of our days. Like
They
there's
should bleep
days
that name
when
out, Roland.
there's days where Manny and I fished. It's like you catch 2 fucking 8-pounders, both of you, and you're like,
that was crazy.
that's like a high you remember, and then you're like, that's that bond, right? Like that's why we go out there. We happen to do it. When you do it, when you can catch 2 8-pounders in the same trip, that's special, right? And it's cool to do it with your friend. I've done that with you. I've done that with
That was
Travis.
the only 2 bass we caught all day, right?
No, we caught I caught a pretty nice bass on the mat lures, like off the current.
Oh,
And then
okay.
we caught a bunch of wipers and stuff like that. But yeah,
Or the
2 big
big
fish
one.
were nice. I mean, that's
yeah, that
cool.
was sick.
Yeah,
That was a
those
sick
are
day.
those are memories you'll remember forever. And then we fish a really, really, really golden spot, which we'll never tell. So don't ask. It's basically the last spot that whoever the river god is made himself, like designed it perfectly, all the right structure,
yeah.
all the right everything, in the water, out the water. Anyways, the last time we fished together, after that, I think is that technically
Was
right,
it?
or maybe not. Maybe it's been a minute. Maybe I just haven't been up there. I've been to your neck of the woods in over a year.
Damn,
And
it was that
then,
minute
and then I think the last time we fished together was January when he bailed.
Yeah, rolling. Nothing new.
Nothing new.
Nothing new at all, bro.
This guy, dude. But anyways, that spot we got to watch Travis catch fucking 2 4-pound bass on a frog, 3 degrees above freezing.
It was freezing that day.
Like, dude, he's crazy. And you know what sucks? I deleted the footage on accident.
Are you
like serious? I had like one, but
How?
not all. I like because probably a little too much fish whistle, probably a little too
Kind of like right
fingers.
Now. Hey, fat fingers.
Fat fingers.
And it was cold, so I don't know, man. And then the
Got rid of a car because he
cold.
barely fit in it.
Dude,
that's nuts.
Yeah, but it was cool.
That happened to us. Remember when we had that badass day on Choke Canyon, and the gators were all over the place. I was stuck on top of a gator, and we were catching frogfish all day. And then, stupid. What do you call it? In that day, I had like. And we both had an amazing day catching topwater bass, frogs, and then we're throwing, I think,
top toad.
We're throwing the paddle tail, belly weighted swim baits, and just every grass pocket we could see, boom, it was guaranteed bass.
Yeah.
And then I ran over that gator, and like for somehow I was sitting on top of it. For got people who don't know this story, I was sitting on top of this gator because there was so much hydrilla to the surface, and I was like, "What am I stuck on?" And I just shoved it with the paddle, and dude, it just took off. The tail whipped. My whole kayak was rocking, and dude, I was so freaking scared. And then I look over, and there's another 10-foot gator on a log. So
I'm sure you have it on.
No, I deleted it by accident.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. Like
Fat fingers.
Such
Fat
a
fingers.
freaking awesome day.
Wow.
We tore it up, and like even gators were chasing our frogs that day.
Yeah, I was. Now I remember we went to Bridge, whatever 99, whatever.
Yeah.
The fucking. I was throwing a spinner bait. I was throwing a
Yep.
spinner bait on that creek. That's a dangerous creek when it starts to go dry because then you're fucking up there with the gators. But
Dude.
yeah, we had a good day. And then like we were taking the John boat out there with Travis at the time.
Yeah, we started we're like, oh crap, this is on. So then we started.
Yeah,
taking
we
it
started
back.
taking. Yeah, damn. And you
Dude.
deleted that footage on accident?
Yes.
Yeah, that sucks. I
That
deleted that
horrible
footage.
day.
I was
don't-
literally just watching
I
Travis.
can't believe I deleted all that, dude. I was devastated.
That sucks, man.
Devastated, brother.
What about you? What's the worst footage you ever deleted? I mean, you're the camera guy. We're just fishermen.
I fucking deleted a lot of shit, bro. What are you talking about?
On accident, like
yeah.
the biggest
Yeah.
fuck up. The one you're like, damn, that sucks. What was it?
Probably one of the biggest fuck ups was when we did what was it, I don't even know if I should say the river. I mean, was it the Llano?
Oh yeah, don't say that river.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Llano.
I know what you're talking about, but
Yeah.
don't say that.
Yeah, it was the Llano. So on the Llano, what happened?
Yeah, I lost a lot of the footage.
Dude,
Oh, wow.
that's right. I was.
And like my thing was, this was like when I had it like on my connected to my computer. I should have disconnected I was deleting shit on my computer, but I didn't realize I was actually deleting shit on the fucking hard drive.
Dude, that's the worst. Because like I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
though.
because like it tells you it's on the computer, and then you
Yeah.
delete it, and then it's also deleting it on the fucking hard drive.
Bro,
That sucks.
but like that's what a lot of people don't get. I mean, if you want to do it and get into filming the
That's
editing,
why I make sure
all
I
that stuff.
disconnect all the hard drives before I start deleting shit on the computer.
Yeah, and it's like when you get home after a long freaking day and you're so still excited riding that high, and then you want to put that footage
Yeah.
on the computer, but you're so freaking tired because you woke up at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., drove 2 hours, drove 2 hours back,
Had a fucking
paddled
QT
10
breakfast.
miles, yeah, QT breakfast, had a just terrible lunch, but dude,
Hey.
the time of your freaking life with your boys out there, and then you get back and you're trying to do this footage, get it all ready, and then freaking you delete it.
Yeah, that's
How devastating! That's so devastating.
It's rough. And then what was the other time it happened? The time my camera fell into the fucking water.
Dude.
Oh yeah,
Remember
on
that?
the quad.
He was
Yeah.
like, let me have
Idiot.
a tall cup of water outside my lens or inside my lens.
Albert was just like, "Can you just pop the lens out and drain the water?" And I'm like, "The fuck."
Stupid ass.
Drill a hole.
There's like literally water in there. He's like, "You can't just pop that lens off."
I remember that, dude.
You can't just put it in rice. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, like
Golly. It's extra large bag of rice.
it was a 35 millimeter Canon lens. It was worth about like $1,500 at the time.
Dude, I can't believe it. That's the other part too. Is trying to like kayak with all the gear, keep it
So
dry.
You just
Hold
gotta roll with it. And
Well, that's the thing is like I fucking got injured the other day, and I was like literally asking him like, "Hey, are we gonna do a lot of walking? 'Cause I can barely walk." And Albert's like, "Bring the drone, bring the cameras, bring the GoPros."
you
Like,
got soft hand.
yeah,
brother.
he was just like, "Bring the whole thing." And I'm like, "Hey, dude, like I really can't walk that well. Like I really don't want to carry all this shit. I just want to fish."
Oh my gosh.
But of course, Albert had to make it about him.
Dude, that is one thing for sure you need to learn or like be ready for.
What's up?
All about him.
I'm laughing at Roland.
Dude, stupid.
Fucking dumbass.
No, it's like I've freaking dropped my drone in the water. I've got my camera, my
Didn't
Sony.
B drop his too?
No,
Yeah.
I was gonna say that story too.
Yeah, like literally, I was just finished flying it, and then I'm bringing it in. I put my hand up to catch it, and then I reached. I guess my finger went up too high and just got hit by the blade and got just thrown into the water.
Yeah,
It was like, oh my. Luckily, I think how tight everything was kind of together. The battery didn't get too much water, and I pulled it all out, and I was able to dry it out and let's put it in rice for a couple days, and then. It still flies. Every time it flies, though, it has like all these sensors going. Says the ATF is coming after me.
TF. Man, he's like the IRS is coming.
It's an off-grid drone now. It's jailbroke.
So like ideally, like with freshwater, it'll be fine, you know. But the minute you introduce salts into the water, that's where it really fucks up the camera. Like so, if it said were to happen in the ocean, it's 100% done. Like it ain't that thing ain't working.
What I was just saying on the topic was at the same. It's the same thing with swim baits, right? Swim baits and gear. You just gotta go with it. You gotta just at this point don't
rash.
If you're worried about it, don't buy one.
Well,
if you're worried about
Albert
a drone,
lost
don't
like
buy one.
$120 mat lures with a fucking gar. I'm not gonna throw the river name, but
yeah. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, no, yeah, I did. Damn.
Dude,
yeah, it happens.
Dude, remember that one time at Ivy? I got there before you. I bought
yeah,
that $145
you're
lure.
like, dude, I bought this lure. It's killing it.
Got hooked into like a 26-inch bass, the biggest summertime bass ever, dude. Jumped like 3 feet out of the water and went straight down and almost actually ripped the rod out of my hand. So I'm like hanging onto it and it just
And then
ding, popped my line and dude. And I was so tempted to run back to the marina with another $150.
Dude, but isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy?
And come
when
back
they're
out because they were on fire that day.
Yeah, I remember too because we were going to my family's property and you were like, I'm going to get there first and I'm going to fish because you had the opportunity to get off sooner than I had, maybe a customer pickup or something.
Yeah, something happened.
So you were like there before me. You were like, dude, I'm getting blown up on this lure. I call back, dude, I just lost the lure.
you're the
Literally like 30 minutes. I got to the spot, few fat cast in, boom, 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 gone. $140 was just down the drain.
You're the only dude that I know that literally went out of his way to go get the DRT Clash.
What?
Where?
What was it? You fucking went like through hoops like on eBay to get it.
What?
It was the DRT Ghost Clash.
Oh, the Ghost? I
Yeah.
didn't go that far to get it.
Bro, yeah, you were like, I just fucking ordered it for this event, this and that. You're the only person I know that would do that.
Dude, all I did was
Spend that much money for
I
a
took
swim
a
bait.
plane to
I
freaking
knew you were going to say that. He hopped on a PJ out to Japan to grab
I
it.
flew to Japan.
I just put it on
picked it up.
Kanye's tab.
And then I had to take a Greyhound.
I had to take
I
one of
spent all
those
the money to get to it.
I had to take one of those speed trains. I couldn't read shit, and I somehow made it.
And Manny gets to the event, doesn't even fucking use it.
Dude.
It's like they were buying on this
Oh, you're talking about when I went to the
$140.
Bassmaster Classic?
Yeah.
Dude, that's right.
With the Sim Bros.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, dude.
He fucking texted us. He's like, I'm not even fucking using it.
Yeah, it was. I mean, dude, because it was so freaking windy there at the Bassmaster Classic, and then I was there with Michelle, and dude, she was a trooper. Like, nobody else could come with me, and so
That was when Michelle caught that other species of fish.
Oh, bowfin.
Yeah,
Where was that
massive
at?
bowfin, Lake Fork.
Oh.
And so she's like,
I
I'll go.
was supposed to go with Manny.
And, yeah, Roland was supposed to go. He bailed.
I didn't bail. It was work.
And so then Michelle was like, hey, told her boss, like, she's like, hey, I'm gonna go with my. I don't know if we're married yet, but we went.
I think.
No, we were.
Y'all were.
Wow.
But anyway, so we went, and dude, it was a fun time. We got to go fishing, Lake Fork, got to see Bassmaster Classic, got to meet the guys behind the marketing of Sims.
That's solidified your relationship. Your relationship with them.
That's why you went. Now I remember. Yes,
Yeah, but he was
they were
just like-
you
Hey,
went to meet the Sims guys, and Roland was supposed to go rub elbows with
Yeah.
people, but fucking course,
He didn't want to network.
Crystal
I
threw
guess.
his chassis.
Nah,
belt
bro.
on.
Yeah, he was done for it.
Nah,
Yeah,
I don't think it was work. No. Was that the time when he was like, "Dude, I'm stuck in traffic"?
Yeah, and then you
Was
were
it
in
that
you were
time?
in traffic too.
Yeah,
And Manny's like, I'm
hey,
gonna leave
hey,
y'all.
bro. I was going the
They were
opposite
making-
way on 410. I was like,
like,
bro,
there ain't no traffic.
hey, whoever's on that side, fuck, hey, they're fucked. And everyone's like, dude, I'm in fucking 410.
That's right. And I was like, I'm not waiting for you. That's
Hey,
right. I
It was
remember.
because you thought I was lying. You thought I was lying to you.
Yeah,
Oh,
Roland
that
was
is
right.
right.
And then he took off. He took off. And then like already an hour into his trip, Albert was like, "God damn, 410's fucked."
Yeah, that's right.
That's hilarious.
Yes, you were like literally, you were like giving him the
like,
biggest alley oop ever, right? And then there was like a major accident, 2 dogs on fire, and Roland's just sitting there like this.
In his Kia Soul.
I was packed. I was all packed up too.
His soul was burning all fucking, burning
Dude, I was so pissed because I was like, dude, Roland is not answering his phone. It's taking forever. He's supposed to be
Yes,
here already.
I was
we're
already packed out. I was on my
coordinating.
way over there to meet up with him, and I was stuck in
Yeah.
traffic. And then Manny took off.
It was like an hour to get me. Or to be
Moral
an hour
of the
or two.
story: never trust San Antonio
Dude,
drivers.
that's one thing. Coming back to San Antonio, every time I do, it's just like, oh my, the traffic is so bad.
Then you see dead
The
dogs all over the
construction is so
highway.
You know
bad.
what's crazy too? Samantha never like really paid attention, but
There's a lot of dead dogs on the highway.
no, the worse. There's a lot of like kids in cars without car seats, like
Oh,
just
yeah,
in the
yeah,
front
that's
seat
right.
and shit.
That's
And
standard.
Samantha's like, yeah, that's standard. Samantha was the other day. We were like driving by, and there was like a literal like 3-year-old in
Well-
the dad's lap in the front seat, and Samantha was like,
Bro,
"Should I call
there's-
CPS?" I was like, "Samantha, I've seen fucking kids out the window."
Well, that was the thing.
Depending on the street.
the car you just sold, or whatever. I saw five people come out of that fucking vehicle.
Yo, it's a 5-seater.
Yeah, it's a 5-seat.
No, I get that, but like,
Roland's like, dude,
Oh my god!
I saw 36
They-
people walk
on.
out of a bus.
hold on. I'm
5 people. How dare they use all the seats in their car?
hold on,
You're not allowed
hold on,
to, you
hold on,
freaking
hold on,
idiot.
hold on.
Wait, did that 5-seat? Hey, that's like right now. Did that woman
Hey.
fight a woman? That's Roland.
I know, but
There are
you're
5
you're,
cars.
you're talking about like a bunch of units in that little car, and then kids. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like,
They were squeezing between. They'll be all right.
bro,
Hold
no.
on. Let's see. Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
hello, hello.
I think he bugged out us. I thought he was calling in to the show, and we were gonna have another Manny.
Yeah.
Samuel.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
but
butt call, fuck.
Manny took off, but Manny was just like, I spent $400 on this Ghost, DRT Ghost, and I was just like, oh shit, and he's like telling me he's got,
a lot of money in that Ghost.
yeah, he's like, it's got the tracers on there. Look how badass this damn thing is.
Nice.
Dude, I couldn't. But the thing was, I got it, and the rod I had was that Daiwa. What do you call it? 801 XX. The one you have. The same one you have.
Oh, I think it's called the XSB or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that one held up to 10 ounces, right? Held up to 10 ounces?
8 or 10.
And that bait is 8 ounces, and that was pushing that rod to its limit.
That would be cool to feel how that would feel to push around. Wait, did you sell it?
I sold it for, I think the same price I got it for, honestly.
Nice. And why were you wanting it? Just for that event?
No, not just. I just wanted it because I was like, dude, the Ghost, it was sick just to try it out.
Hold on one second. This was at a time when he couldn't spend money. That was the craziest thing, is that he
it
blew
was
fucking
like-
money.
Oh, and
On
so
that.
you were like, God damn, that's
Yeah.
great. Yeah, okay.
I was just like,
but
man,
how much was it?
It was like $350.
Yeah, like close to $400.
That's some balls. I don't know that I could
But
spend
the
that much.
resale value on that thing is.
You were good. You were good.
Yeah,
with
I
that.
knew I could sell it, and if I sold it in time, because like, dude, so it's funny how fast swim bait, hypes go up and then drop so fast, and you can't even sell
Fucking
a bait.
Sab has all of them, bro. He's buying literally all of it.
Oh god, that's hilarious.
I love you, Sab, but fuck. Dude's got an artillery,
it-
bro.
You got the most dust done.
It's Big Thoma has them all, dude. Dude, no, that's so funny though. Like, you seen all the swim bait collections is like, oh my gosh, like, bro, they're tools to use them, not collect. I mean,
Yeah.
I know there's some collector stuff, like, people like to collect random things, but
Yeah,
come
there's
on.
probably a couple good ones, that they would be cool to have.
I mean, the
as
fucking
like
Mad
a-
Lures. Just imagine once that dude passes, the resale value of those fucking
Well,
lures.
you know what? I'll have so many broken ones that I'll be pretty rich.
Yeah,
I love Mad Lures.
It's like first edition fucking Pokemon cards,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. I've got plenty of first edition Mad Lures, but that's cool, man. That's a wild amount spent on something. I did not know.
Yeah, and
I'm
then he
learning
didn't
that.
fucking
That's-
use it. He was like sending us video of it with the tracers
I
and this
don't
and that.
remember.
Dude, I
That's
used
crazy.
it. It's just I never got anything with it.
Looked like that one caught the angler.
Dude, yeah.
But,
I mean, no, it catches, but it's like one of those baits you're gonna go for probably months without
Yeah.
catching anything, unless you're just at some insane fishery. But it's possible to catch fish.
And
I've
then-
seen a few people catch on them.
And then, real quick, sorry to explain that interruption a while ago. That was Samuel, the owner of Outdoor Alphas. I thought he was calling
Yeah.
because sometimes he'll like to watch us, dude, on the camera.
Yeah,
just to
he'll-
fuck around. I thought he was calling to fuck around, but he
He'll-
said bud dog.
He'll text us or whatever, and me and Albert would be like, "I'm watching y'all.
Yeah, yeah,
I
he'll-
heard
he'll
my name.
yeah,
I heard
he'll-
my name spoken."
Yeah, no, I don't think he can hear. But
We're
he'll
like
say-
talking shit about him, and then next thing you know, he just texts us.
No, like he'll just say like, all right, like he'll say who, like just silly stuff. Who's
Yeah.
training in the back room or whatever. whatever. You know, why is rolling on his knees? You don't gay shit like that. So, so anyways, it was cool to, you know, to see, like I say, transform from a river guy to a lake guy. Right, and that's always not a lake guy, but it's like, what else are we gonna fish?
Yeah, no, I mean, whenever I first started fishing, like around San Antonio, it was like what I could fish around here. Right, it was like ponds, larger pond, smaller pond.
Yeah, we never talked about that. Like our start,
and then like I would fish those, and then I would go to Dunlap. That was like still a river, but lake. And then so I kind of started to do tournaments, did all that tournament scene stuff for a little bit, but then I just wasn't really into it. Like at that, like it wasn't that fun. Like it was fun, but I'm like, bro, you gotta do all this, you gotta do all that, blah blah blah. But then people started cheating left and right, and I was just like, man, it's not even fun anymore.
Wait,
like,
explain cheating.
Like they would literally, like the one dude.
What are the craziest stories from cheating?
Yeah.
I think cutting the hog troughs.
Cutting hog trough and making it look like it's real like that was insane. And then that dude who cut bass fin,
Like
fins,
tails
the
off.
tails
Cut
off,
tails
and then
off.
he would extend his fish. Look,
And-
like the people who judged it, that's their fault too. Like how did you
Explain.
They should get charged as well.
Exactly, they should have the felony.
There's like staples on the fucking tail end and
Yeah,
shit.
dude, it was so bad. Like when you got to, I finally got to see the pictures.
He put the dried out ass tail at the end of
like
the
how
day.
do you keep that tail looking live all the whole day?
Like, don't ask, don't
And
tell,
then
brother.
But the funniest
He's got
part
a little
was,
Sonic cup of water.
yeah, he just dips it in there. The funny part was whenever he got caught that same day, I think it was at Decker Lake, he literally kept the tail with him when he came back. With the tail. Like, he's like, yeah, ain't nobody gonna know about me, brother. And like the game wardens are waiting for him. I think Xander is the one who called it in because they were monitoring because like I guess it is
after a while,
a big allegation if you really could accuse
Yeah,
somebody
yeah,
of cheating.
yeah,
So you got to have all the evidence on all the facts, and so for sure it was. I think he won, or I don't even know if he won. I think he still lost and still cheated.
I don't remember the details about that, but
God damn, that's depressing as fuck.
Right? Like,
But
you did all
just-
these
You did all
lengths of
cheating and
cheat.
still
it's
lose.
really hard. The only kayak tournament scene I'd continue to join or continue to fish with, and just because they're freaking super cool, is the kayak West Texas.
Oh,
guys.
dude, definitely those guys.
Those guys are
legit.
cool. Legit.
Like,
All the lakes are awesome.
no
'cause they're
drama.
no drama.
Super cool guys.
Fun, outgoing. I think the rules are a little lackluster on the like mobility. Like you can have a motor, you can't. I know that's a big thing. And like if you're trying to fish the kayak bass fishing masters and shit,
Yeah, all that.
I think the big controversy now is they allow 2 motors,
That's insane.
so one propel
Get
and one.
going to boats, dude.
At that point, it's wild to have a trolling motor and a
my-
propel motor to
That
like
is
get you.
insane.
That's what I get it. I get the competition and I get all that, but then it's not really kayaking anymore.
No.
Kayaking, it's like you use your body.
Yeah.
Whether that's pedals or that's your paddle, like you use.
And then there's everything's so stable now. It's like you have a little tiny personal John boat that you can get around.
you
Well,
can
yeah,
have a
fucking Bonafide just
$5,000
released
unit.
it.
yeah, Bonafide in that.
You
freaking
you get.
Dude, I could have commented. I left.
Fat ass like me.
Well, I commented on there. I was like, man,
me.
well, it's because I commented on the Bonafide page, and I was just like, man, if you're in the front seat, we're for sure fucking tipping over.
yeah.
And then the video they released
watching
is too
it and
fucking.
how wide their stance was, like that was about to bust. As
Cover holes were like,
It was
I'm
like
about
that,
to
It
buzz.
was like that scene where the Spider-Man was holding all the things.
He's holding 2 pieces of a
Oh
chain
yeah, with the
together.
fucking train. I know he's trying to stop the train from going over the
Yeah,
fucking
it's
rail.
like hanging on. That's like what Shona is at the end of the year, dude. With all the holes.
That's like December 24th underwear right there, buddy.
dude.
That's funny. The day before your birthday. Socks. That's cool, man. That's some good times. So just because I know the store's going to close up here.
No, we're still good. Oh yeah.
No, the store. Let's get into like 5:15. Let's get into we talked a little bit about, damaging goods out on the water.
Sam's calling. Hold on.
Again?
Yeah, this time he's doing. He's got me. Hold on.
I'm pretty sure they're just talking about some other stuff, bro.
Maybe. Hold on. Y'all hear anything?
Nah, yeah, dude.
They're out there, man. They're the big ones, yeah.
Yeah, they're talking about fishing on
Talking
another
about,
lake.
talking about big ones, bro. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Tortas.
So yeah, man. So let's
Tortas.
dude, we literally could talk for legitimate hours about dumb stories. So we talked about losing crazy gear. The craziest gear I've seen lost. Me, it would be a phone. Like that's happened fucking several times. But also the craziest gear loss and recovery I ever had was I had that red iPhone like 9 where it was like a red one.
My phone, remember when I flipped
fell
over the
out.
spider?
No, oh yeah, you idiot.
Dude.
That was dumb too. I like went over a little.
First time he came with us, right?
No.
No,
That
no,
was
this is
like the
another
last
time.
time I've been on the river with him though.
Oh my.
And
Sometimes
I lost that red phone. Like I was portaging over a low part in the Medina River, and then like 10 minutes later, I'm like, damn. I turn around and it's in like fucking sick. You know, the iPhone was waterproof at the time. It was sitting in like 6 inches of water, like bright red.
Damn,
And I was like, dude, if it was this color, I'd just look like a pebble.
lost it.
Yeah. And then the craziest thing I've ever seen lost is when Brandon and I were fishing the Frio. He had mentioned it too. He was like, dude, the water's so clear that sometimes that radar on the bottom can't comprehend you know, like what's happening. And it did it again. He like turned it on, it went up, and he was like, yeah, dude, he explained last time I did this on this river, the water was so crystal clear that like the drone itself had an issue. It was trying to go to the bedrock. Oh, we're good. We can cut it.
What?
He's got to get something.
Oh yeah, go for it. Go.
No, you're good.
That's our own personal Hagrid.
Yes, sir.
Man,
The man, Mark.
it's a man, Mark.
The man, the myth, the legend.
By the way, in this store, everything that you see here in the fucking store, organization, knowledge, you name it, it's all because of this
Tell
guy.
Mark.
The goat.
Shout out Mark. So make sure you come spend big money with Mark.
Get set up.
Yeah,
Because he gets paid.
he gets paid.
Based on Cash
commission.
App.
He does other things. I was kidding.
So anyways, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah. So
the
then,
crystal clear water.
So then he threw it up again. Like he threw it up for the time because we were fishing like where the fucking grass in the water looks red. You know, where it's like that red weed, the green, and he was like, "Dude, throw it." He was like, "Throw it up because you throw like a swim bait over that, they're gonna, come out and grab it."
Yep.
And then like I'm fishing, and I look over to see where the drone is, and it's literally like 8 inches off the water, and I was like, "Damn, boy, I'm finna hit underwater mode," and then it just.
I sound Cajun. Damn, boy, I'm finna hit on the water mode.
I was like, "Dang, what the fuck?" And he was like, "Dude, it did it again." I was like, "Damn, that sucks."
It's so annoying. Sometimes the drone is so annoying. Like I remember flying it at the lake, and it was up there. It had enough time, but then I started running out of time. I said I had like a few, like maybe 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. So I'm way as high as it goes, right? So I'm coming down. It's slow. It comes down slower when you don't have it in sport mode or anything. And then it was coming down. Then it goes 10. Then it went beep beep beep, and then it started beeping like crazy. And I was like hauling ass trying to go catch it, and then it tells me landing in 10 seconds, and it was like 10, 9.
Oh, you're
8. It
paddling?
was over the middle of the lake. And it was coming, and so all I could think of was like, oh crap, there's a dock to the right, and I'm in it's probably like 50 yards from the dock. So I just had it like as fast as it could come down, and boom, landed right on the freaking dock right when it ended at 1.
Really?
Dude, in 10
Wow.
seconds, it was crazy.
That's cool.
It's crazy how fast, like the battery just crashed, I guess, but.
Like you could have no control. You saved it, but you also had no control of how it ran out of battery when it said it had battery.
Yeah, it told me it had enough battery, so I was like going down at a normal pace, and then I was like, oh crap, now I gotta go kamikaze style.
And then on last Sunday when Brandon fished with me, we also like had to deal with a little bit of drizzle and wind. That's always crazy too because it could come so quick in the summer during whatever El Nino. So it's like, it's cloudy, so the clouds are there, but then out of nowhere you'll get like a gust of wind, and then it'll start drizzling, and you got the drone up. Like that's what was happening. So he was like, "No, I gotta put it up. And I was like, dude, I get it. Like, it was like calm, like the lake, looked flat like glass, and then blowing wind, drizzle, and he's like, "Oh my god," and got it in. So it's fun and cool. But okay, so let's get into this because, like I said, I don't want to run too late with them.
Yeah, we got 10 minutes before we hit the hour.
Yeah. Let's talk about your state record fish, man. So like what?
Dude.
So what is it? You introduced it. Like, so what's going on with
I
it?
got a question after. Go for it.
Okay. So I kind of, before we go too far into it, I want to talk about how beforehand we didn't really care about records. Remember that? Like how we would break river records, largemouth bass, break little records, and just like, nah, we don't want to post it. We don't want to bring any attention to this river or this area.
Dude, honestly, man, I appreciate the friends and the guys that we are made friends with in the kayak community, because we have like sacrificed a lot of like accolades to preserve bodies of water. And I mean, once everybody started moving in, I mean, the big YouTubers moved to Texas well before California moved to Texas. I'll give them that. They were first movers to the state, but also there's just something that doesn't sit right with me about it. Like all the local guys, like, and I don't know if that affected their, opinion. Like, I don't know if Lake Fort guy was like, dude, you gotta come to Texas, right? And obviously when a good guy that's a Texas guy is killing it and he's telling you to come, they come. Dude, it sucks because like some of the most beautiful, most pristine, most well managed and kept by really a toast to everyone before who kind of just like, didn't fuck it up. And, just kind of like a mutual understanding that we weren't going to spot blast, and then it happens, man. But now it's rampant.
Like just blatant. Everybody's
it's just rampant.
Like all those different Facebook pages. Yeah, that's Roland's go-to. If he ever tells you to go, don't listen to him.
But so man,
don't listen to fucking Manny on that.
So before we go off on a tangent,
stay on track.
We didn't care about accolades.
Yeah, because like now looking back, I kind of was like, damn, I should have done it, but also was like, no, because on the Guadalupe, I broke the smallmouth catch and release record twice.
Yeah,
I caught, it was a 19. And I think it was a half and then a 19 3/4, almost 20-inch smallmouth, dude. Roland was there for that one. Remember that? We both knew it was a record. We looked it up there, and we might have. I still have the video footage of us talking about. I think where I was like, dude, that's a river record.
Yeah.
But at the time, I was like, dude, get the river record. Get quote unquote cloud or whatever you want to call it, accolades. Or protect the river so no one doesn't bring any attention.
Because at that point, nobody had moved into New Braunfels. Really.
Yeah, no. We had the river to ourselves that day.
And then there was one guy, the guy who, I think he still has it unless someone broke it, but we knew him. He worked at ACK. Boatwright. I think he still has it.
Gotcha. We got to have him on.
Dude, yeah. I think he moved to California.
But
what do you call it? Anyways, so I caught the record twice. It was a 19 and a half, and then I caught a 19 3/4 and was just like, nope, I'm not going to post it.
I remember when you caught it. I think you got it once with him, once with me. Because, I mean, it was just, when you're talking about a fish that hangs out in an eddy, like that's, they're in those areas, so.
But it was so crazy. I fished it for years. Then finally, you just stumble across the biggest smallmouth bass you've ever seen this far south of the Mississippi.
That was my first time I caught that hybrid with you.
Dude, that's right. That was sick. I think he was FaceTiming somebody at the time too.
You were called a hybrid striper?
No.
Or a hybrid
No, it was just like a quad hybrid, some type of
whatever. My biggest, prettiest
it was a quad smallie.
Yeah, because I thought it was a smallie at first, but it was.
Yeah, it was a quad smallie.
My biggest quad ever, like in the prettiest coloring quad ever, was on that same run.
Oh,
in the super
know.
cold, remember?
Dude.
And we took like that really cool, like giant
half and half. All right,
and it looked like really gaudy, like diamonds. It just looked like the state fish, right? And it wasn't any record of any kind, but it looked like a 10-pounder in the photo. It was my favorite photo of a quad. But that too. I feel you, because I remember catching the quad smallie hybrid on a different lake or a different like lake, one of the chain lakes, and I didn't post it or care, or I posted it, but I wasn't gonna submit it because again,
we're just like, we don't want to bring attention to like
this is it right here.
Yeah, dude, that is. We have to post that up on there.
Damn.
That thing was so sick,
and it's like brown
that's
as
pure.
Pure. That's pure.
And I
was on a pure brand.
So there was a handful of different rivers. We didn't do anything. Different size of fish. Blah 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 blah. And then when I stumbled across this one, so like the day, it was a pretty cool day. I was out with my brother-in-law Cisco, and we're fishing first thing in the morning. Got out there bright and early, and then I caught 2 5s back to back. We went all over the place, right? It was super windy towards the middle of the day. I think it was around 1 o'clock. So all the boaters were out. It was a Saturday. Boaters were everywhere. Windy was going crazy. Like the wind was going crazy. And we came across this last point, and we were trying to hurry up and get back because we had a time to be back. I think we were late by at least 2 hours.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, back in those days.
Yeah, and so I cast across this point. I was throwing that 7-inch donkel, and dude, burn it across the point and then cut it out. there's a small area. I'm not going to name it, but there's a small area on there that they love the bait to run across. And I figured that out. So now I did the same exact thing. Boom, fish ate it right then and there. I'm like, okay, caught a fish. I'm, put my motor in reverse, trying to get out away from the wakes. Big old boats coming by. Brother-in-law's in the other corner getting tossed around by waves, like huge wakes. As we were in shallow water, and the seawalls are banging the water, so it's getting up and down like crazy. So I'm fighting this fish. I was like, that's a solid 4-pounder.
Mm-hmm.
Landed.
Probably was 4 pounds.
It was 4 pounds, 4 ounces. And so I landed it, and I was like, damn, that's a cool bass. I was like, you hear me in the video? I was like, damn. Like, I think this is like, I couldn't even speak at the time. I was just like, this is like a quad bass. I was like, who calls it a quad bass?
You're like, damn. Just like, flabbergasted.
I was like, what the hell? I was like, this looks weird. And my brother was like, dude, that's a quad. And I was like, you think? I'm like, it sure looks like it. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to take some pictures just in case. And then so I took some pictures, put it in the hog trot. I was like, yeah. Took them up.
Yeah, I think a couple.
I took a couple. And then like the meme and the fish like dead.
You're just like that. I gotta retake
after like 37 photos and 15 videos.
It looked like he just went into a 12-round boxing match.
For real. And then so I got the pictures, and I wish I took a better picture of me holding it. I was kind of just like, yeah, cool, hell yeah.
Because it's kind of hard to think about that when you're like fighting the earth, wind, waves,
all the different things. And then I was like, same thing. I was like, it could be a record, but do I want to post it? And then I showed one of my friends, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he was going crazy. It was like, you gotta freaking post it, right? And so I was like, and then my brother-in-law, he kept sending me information like, oh, this guy got his, this guy submitted it, he has this record there, blah blah blah, this and that. And then finally I was like, all right, I'll do it. So I'd sent everything in. I went on to TPWD website.
What are the requirements? Go through that, because I think that's something that maybe people need to know.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, so you go to the website, and then you look up catch and release records, and then it says, do you want to submit, a fish? So I got the application, printed it, filled it out. So it was basically just asked, what you're submitting for, what
you caught it on.
Yeah, what you caught it
on.
Date.
I know there's witnesses involved for the stake for catch and release.
Yeah, so we had I put my brother-in-law as a witness, and then they're like, send over pictures to the email they put on there. So I sent all the pictures, and I was like, hey, this is it, y'all need anything else? And they're like, nope, well, we'll let you know in a little bit, like a few weeks. So then time goes by, like a month goes by, I don't hear anything. And then
I'm getting worried,
and I was like, damn. So then the funny part was I emailed them, and they're like, oh, hey, sorry. Like they almost lost the application or something. They're like, yeah, we're not accepting something at the time. I can't remember what exactly she said. And then I was like, wait, no, I was doing it for this. And then they're like, oh, crap, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't read the application. So it's like they kind of just looked and blew it away. It was weird. And
hey, that sounds conspiratorial now.
And so then I emailed her back.
Hey, they saw your first and last name and said, we're gonna misplace this one.
Exactly. They're like, damn, brother. And so then I hit them back up. I was like, hey, I was super respectful, and like, so I was like, hey, I was doing this. And then they're like, oh, that's our fault, I'm so sorry, let me get this on with a biologist. And so they sent it back over, and then it was super quick after that. It was like, boom. Maybe a week, 2 weeks later, they were like, hey, biologists can verify the fish. Everything's good. We're going to finish the paperwork. And then it took another month to finish the paperwork.
Because you caught it when?
May 26th.
And it's now August 3rd.
Yeah, and so it took 2 months, I guess, total to get everything verified, confirmed. And, yeah, so then the funny thing is they never reached back out to me to tell me that it was like for sure. She just said, hey, they just verified it. We're good to go.
Yeah, because I remember you texting us like bullshitting with us. Hey, it's verified, boys.
Like, stay record, baby.
Yeah, and I thought, I didn't know what we thought. I mean, it was just a random. Again, you caught it in May. You texted that
Exactly.
about a month ago, and then so who broke the news to you? Homie, right?
Yeah, freaking homie. I'll just freaking Omar.
We'll call him homie. Yeah, homie Omar.
Dude, and so he was like, bro, he's like, I can't believe you freaking did it. Oh my god, like he was going crazy, and I was like, what? I was like, he sent me a screenshot, and I was like, no freaking way. And I was like, they didn't email. I like checked my email. I was like, Dad, I didn't see anything. So then I was like, no way. I was like, he's got to be messing with me because he always messes, like, you know, tries to play pranks with us, does stupid
Just
stuff,
funny stuff.
Yeah, and so I pulled up the website real fast, looked at catch and release records, and boom, my name was there, and I was like, holy crap! Like they approved it. I was like, let's go.
Nice. So after you saw the approval, did you contact them to get these?
No, so when she said that they were going to verify, they'd send the paperwork over at the end of the month, blah blah blah. So I was just like, it should be here any minute now. And then I kept checking the mail like freaking a little kid, just running over there. I would leave after dinner, go check the mail. Nope, nothing.
Nothing.
And then, Michelle and Antonio and I were like, all right, let's go for a little walk and go check the mail. We go over there, we see the envelope, big old envelope, and I was like, there it is.
There it
And
is.
I was like,
Let's see.
and I was like, dude, that is freaking crazy. So being the state fish, that was like the main reason. I was like, smallmouth were cool, largemouth are cool, but being it is the state fish of Texas, I thought that was like a different level.
Yeah,
of cool.
that's a different brag, right? In a good way, right?
It's like
and
it's a state fish.
It's the state. It's literally the bass. Whether you know whatever the details are, it's only here.
Exactly.
Right, it's only in Texas.
Yeah.
So, and what's the 3? They just give you 3 in case you lose them, or what?
Well, like you have to select everything that you're trying to run, like, submit it for. So I submitted for the water body record, Big Fish Award, and then the state record.
Gotcha.
And the thing that sucked was that my scale isn't technically certified. So I couldn't do the weigh-in part because if I put it in the weigh-in part, guys, it demolishes the current state record weight.
Yeah, it demolishes the current state
Even the
record.
length right now. Even the length, 2.25 inches, is insane. Bigger than the state record.
Hey, brick by brick. For the haters, right?
Dude,
so it's cool, man. So yeah, it would have technically been what some people would call a world record, right? Because
some people that hit me up.
Yeah, like it can't be anywhere else, but it's technically a world record, right? Because it is. You can only find them here in the world, right? So that's awesome, man. That's probably the coolest thing, you know, besides now Travis having Big Fish in the trio like that.
Dude.
This is it. And there's so much meaning behind it. The fish, the fights back in the day, the beefs, the squabbles,
all that
the blocks.
And I was like, I had
all
to.
the shit talking, all the like all the dude, like we were hotheads back then. Like we were like, again, we're completely different. I mean, just longer in the tooth, right?
Yeah.
Whatever that may be, more mature emotionally, mentally, etc. Like it, but dude, it's still cool. Like now I'm like, that little kid is like, fuck yeah, fuck those guys.
It's so funny because it's fishing and we're like,
yeah, it's fishing. It's like we're not even competitive, dude.
Yeah,
but now we're like, you're fucking.
Yeah, like, I knew it. I hate state record, man. You know who I'm talking to?
Now
and if you see me doing all this bragging, it's all joking.
Yeah,
like
100%.
Like it's just how my personality is. I have to joke. It's freaking hilarious. If you think I'm just being a cocky high, no, it's not it.
And
so
hey, unless no, I'm just kidding. No. But
hey, deep down,
right now. But it is cool. It is super cool, man. And like I said, I'm super happy for you. That's fucking awesome. It's now it's gonna be the new thing that me and Travis are gonna have to knock off, right? Like that's the only way it goes, right? Like that's without question. So it's now, man. That's awesome, dude. And I think that it'll be a record that'll. I mean, unless one of us gets dumb lucky, it's gonna hold for a minute, right?
I think it'll hold for a fat minute.
Unless one of us gets super dumb lucky, right? Because that's essentially what you weren't targeting it. I know exactly what you were targeting, and that was not it. So he was in the pursuit of not that. So like I said, unless we get dumb lucky, that's gonna hold.
But what's crazy is because it was funny how they accepted it, and we were like, what if this is a test lake for some really large Guadalupe bass? Because now I look back at it, and they're I've caught a handful of quads out there, and they've all been pretty
Fat.
dang big. Like they've been at least 16, 15 inches around that 16 inches range, like for sure that size. And I'm just like, damn, now that's a pretty big quad. And then when you look at it, now I caught the state record there. Now I see why. I'm like, every single quad I've caught there have all been a quality size quad. They haven't been those little squeakers you see on Lake Travis or the rivers, little tiny guys.
Yeah, they are like the little 8 to 12 inch, you know.
Yeah. And so it's freaking crazy because I'm like, damn, maybe it is like insane lake of like state record holders. And I mean, the bass are there. Everything's quality there.
It has all the right ingredients, as Thomas would say. River Junkie, Texas River Junkie. It's got current. It's got clarity. It's got forage. It's got structure. It's got. I mean, it's a good lake, right? So it does.
Don't be showing up now.
Yeah, don't be showing up. I mean, honestly though, if you did, you doesn't mean you're gonna catch,
Yeah,
right? That's the other thing. That's where I'm like now, like, dude, I've had my fun. Don't get me wrong, it'd suck if somebody else beat it, but I mean, dude, I've had my fun at the lake I'm fishing. So it is what it is. But dude, that's just freaking awesome, man. I know that maybe it is some type of maybe the world record will always come out of that lake is basically what you're saying, which is cool because I don't know that in a river system it will ever be bigger. Maybe though. Maybe. I think the only place that there could be one to similar size, like a freak of nature, eating 10-inch prawns would be like one in the low call. Like the loco.
Really, yeah,
like
really
the real low loco. I think there might be a fucking...
Because everything dumps out and
Yeah.
they have to fight their way back up.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I think there might be like maybe if there was a place in Texas that could beat it, it would probably be there. And that's really the only place.
Because I think the guy who previously had it, I think his name was Andrew, maybe. I think it was, who messaged me on Instagram and was like, dude, congrats. Such a big accomplishment, basically. And then...
the guy who had it before?
I think so, because he's like, can't wait to bring it back to the loco.
Gotcha.
And he's like, but hopefully not too soon. And I was like, hell yeah, man, good luck.
So it seems like he's chasing it at the loco.
Or he had
you're
it
talking
on
about the guy who's the older gentleman on the actual river.
Yeah, I think so.
You're not talking about the guy who had it on the lake.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like the previous state record catch and release holder.
And who was that?
That's the thing I didn't know before. I didn't get to see the paperwork. So it might have been this guy because he was like, can't wait to bring it back to the loco. So I'm like,
so you never saw the name on there?
I never saw the name, so I'm just kind of guessing possibly, or maybe it was there. I don't know, but I think it was pretty sure his name was Andrew. I think.
You think cool? I don't know nothing about that, but yeah, I mean, we weren't like that. Wasn't a
goal.
It wasn't a goal of ours, right? No. And we're gonna run into it, right? We're gonna run into those things. I think we're gonna run into the state record river bass at our honey hole. Right, I think so. Maybe one day we'll get dumb lucky and run into like a 13-pound river fish. That would be crazy. I do think it has the formula, right? Yeah. So that's cool, man. I mean, dude, like that guy said, yeah, maybe he will take it back to the loco though. So that's the only place that could compete with the lake you're at. I think so, and that's cool that there's only a few. Maybe 100 guys who know that and want to compete and would go out towards that. So that's cool. I mean, now that's in the friend group. Now it's like, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. I know the state record holder.
Oh, God.
I told him what to tie on, dog. Yeah, it is funny. It is funny because it's just, it's like we give each other shit, right? Like inevitably, I didn't give you that lure, but somebody gave me the lures that inevitably you threw to catch that, right?
That is so funny.
And it's like that. That's what it's about, right?
That's some guy who doesn't really know about swim baits was like, "Hey, here you go.
Yeah, man, throw these." And I was like, "Here, man, throw it." Like this guy gave me these, and then you find out it's a fucking amazing bait, right? And then you end up catching a world record on it, right? And that's cool. That only comes from like again us just being. Idiots about fishing, loving the game, right? So that's cool, man. I was just like, yeah, here you go, dude. Fucking, I'll throw it. I'm not a soft plastic guy right now.
Yeah.
I don't have confidence in soft plastic swim baits at the moment, and that's what you're crushing it on. So it's just funny. I love the micros right now, and I love the glides, like the 6 to 7 inch glides.
Dude, yeah, 7-inch glide, you can never go wrong. Especially how it's been going with the other day. Just had on the lake. I was throwing the Ace by Outside the Box. Trevor, he hooked it up with some badass lure, dude. super sick glide. And he wanted me to test it out, check it out for him, see how it does. And dude, it catches some fish. The funny
You just had a good day, right? Like 2 days ago?
Yeah, literally. There was a wolf pack of bass just running across a point, and I'm just cruising along. I had the motor going and trying to get back. Super tons of waves. It was windy as heck. And then I saw them bass coming across the point, and I was like, "Oh crap!" So I grabbed my rod as fast as I literally flipped it in front of them, hit the water, and they all just stopped. And they just stared at it like it was like, damn, this shad is dumb.
Dang.
And the biggest one went boom. You know how they come up? And
Yeah.
boom.
They open their mouth.
So sick.
And that's the one you caught?
I caught that one, and then it was putting in a fight. It was just kept going, and then the big ones that were following with it didn't realize there was a couple that I think one or two that were even bigger than that. That came out of the deep water.
I'd have been there right behind it, dude.
For real, dude. If I had somebody with me, we
lures.
would have had a double up. But I had I think a Citizen or a soft plastic. No, there was a dongle on, and I threw it in there while I was still fighting the other fish, and I couldn't get them to bite because it wasn't erratic. Erotic.
Erotic.
Oh shit!
Oh, shit, bro.
What's a dunkel?
Yeah, dude, it was freaking crazy. So then I caught that one and just kept going, just boom, boom. It was like basically if they were not summertime skinny, they would have been like 6 pounds.
Probably
each.
6, 7, 8. Yeah, cool.
6, 7 for that one with that fat head. That would probably be a 7 when it was fat. But it was a nuts day. I caught like 4 fish, maybe total of 18 pounds.
That's dope, dude. I've only gotten, dude. That's how busy we've been with life, with personal life, with work, with everything. I've only fished with you at this holy grail spot one day for maybe 6 hours.
Yeah, and
that's it. And I caught a fucking giant.
Yeah,
and we caught like 16 pounds with 2 fish. And I've only been there for, and I'd love to get back, but it's just the one time we had planned this year. Some shit. Freaking my wife didn't stay out as long as she was supposed to with her family. Came back, so I was like,
dang it, Sam.
God, I was like, damn. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to go here locally. But it's good. I got a big fish locally, but I gotta take you to where I'm killing them. Honestly, man. Now that the river's up, I'll go scout the river, right? Check it out, and if it's fucking flooded grass tanks, I think we do like a series out there with some top toes, and and it's cool. Who gave me the dunkel? I think right? What's the guy's name?
The dunkel,
the lure that Manny caught it on, the guy that the sales rep that gave it to me.
I got you.
What's his name?
On, I gotta look him up real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, no worries. We'll shout him out. So that guy essentially, he gave me the lures and was like, dude, I know
I think it might be Colin. Let me double check.
It might be
Colin Killen.
Colin what?
Colin Killen.
Colin Killen. So shout out to Colin Killen. He just was like, dude, I seen your videos. I'm going to give Sam a couple extra there at the store. You take them and throw them. And I was like, cool. Again, I wasn't the Shimano rep. I wasn't a big. I'm still not a big. I bought what is it called, the Berkeley one?
I forgot because he casually just gave it to us like
the what? Not the Nessie, the other one.
Crap.
It's got like a funny name. The cold shad. The cold shad. So I bought one of those, a 9-inch, fucking huge. So I wasn't really feeling the plastic soft bait. So I was like, dude, man, you throw it. You ain't looked back since.
Dude,
I think you probably caught 100 pounds on just that fucking lure, right?
Real, that lure, it was only $20, $25, right? You just said that?
Yeah, like 24, something
like that. And so when people are like intimidated to get into swim bait fishing,
how many fish could you catch on one?
Oh, dude,
have you caught on one?
That first one you gave me, I caught maybe like 30 fish.
30 fish?
Maybe.
And a lot of them were over 5.
Yeah, and then finally the tail ripped off, but it lasted a long time. And then this one I've had right now, I freaking skip it, freaking bang it against docks. I freaking catch giant bass with it.
Bang it on your wiener.
That's what's cool, man. So
like for a cheap bait, and you still catch some fish. That's pretty dope. It's rare. Because you go to Academy and you spend... before, like whenever we're like younger fishing and we're trying to get more into swim baiting, there was none of this out there.
No. Now
you had to go spend $100.
Now swim baiting is more mainstream.
Yeah.
Now like you can go to Academy and buy a 9-inch swim bait,
the cold shad
for $15.
The freaking all these big corporations they're just stealing all the little man
Well,
stuff.
I think they saw what Milligan did a really good job about it. I'm not going to pretend to know what he said or I'm going to butcher it, but I know he really showcased that during COVID when everybody was getting outdoors, a lot of big corporations saw the profit margins in things like fishing and they came in, bought up a lot of it. And so now the corporate cog of capitalism is making baits at a cheaper cost because they're making it elsewhere. And now it's more mainstream.
Yeah.
So it's just I mean, so I feel Texas is getting. Fucking, what did they just announce? Castroville's getting a 500 billion. Which is crazy because now you're gonna have some Castroville person making chips, making like 150 grand a year, which is cool because my business will benefit from that. But those river systems are never gonna recover.
Dude, that's the sad part that people aren't seeing is what they're doing to the environment.
Yeah, and then speaking of the Loco, right before we literally get kicked out of here, the Loco is now getting Tesla juice dumped in it. So now the fucking guad you're gonna catch is gonna have a
radioactive.
Is gonna have a, what's it called? What is the thing they're trying to put in their
tumors?
Heads? No, what is the thing?
Chip, Tesla chip.
What's it called?
I can't
Neuralink. They're gonna have Neuralink fucking guads that literally just play with your lure. Like, it's crazy, bro. So once Intel builds there, they're gonna have some runoff that goes into the non-existent Medina River currently. So it's nothing really we could do. Roland, what'd you have that question for him? Because
it was a pretty fucking stupid question, and you kind of went. You guys got pretty fucking serious now. I don't even know if I want to throw it out there. It was just basically, just the question was just like, what is like your go-to meal right before you hit the river?
Hey, we'll be right back.
And we'll be right back. You guys are the funniest man on the planet for sure.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Wait, so what's my go-to meal?
Yeah, like what's your
for breakfast or like lunch?
Right before you hit the river, like what do you normally get? Because we're used to seeing you get like fucking 4 rock stars, like
a pack of Zen, a real blue collar breakfast.
Two packs of Zen. Or he just got on the Zens before it used to be the chaw.
I used to do chaw, but I never messed with that freaking sissy boy stuff, brother.
He's got the cancer stuff.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you want to get the real stuff.
And then he'll get like gas station food or some shit.
I mean, that was way long ago, dude.
That was single
mature. Now it's
single Manny B.
Dude, for real.
Now it's like a couple tacos, dude, and some dude
the
wipes.
The crazy thing is, dude, Michelle got me on coffee.
Yeah.
And like, I have a cup of coffee every day now. It's freaking crazy. I used to hate coffee. And now I drink.
Used to hate yellow shoes too.
Yeah, used to call them liberal shoes.
Liberal shoes.
Shit, imagine 2017 Manny seeing some guy running by in yellow shoes. What he would have said.
2017 Manny was wearing cut-off jean shorts.
And we'll be right back.
Yeah, right. We'll be right back.
No, so let's
that's a good point to end the pod.
Right, that is a good way to end the pod. No, but real quick, as Charlemagne says, let's pay the bills. One cool thing that the store wanted me to talk about was the most newest cost-effective quality reel for the budget. Mm-hmm. So apparently it just came out at ICAST. It's the Shimano Caius. I hope I say that. It's CAIUS, the Caius. Mm-hmm. It's $79.99.
I can't believe even back then when we started fishing, there was nothing this nice for $80.
No, it's a Shimano 150 HG. Obviously, it's not going to be the Rolls-Royce Shimano. It's not going to be an SLX DC. It's not going to be the Metanium DC. Don't expect that. But for $80, I bet it'll put like a set. This coming in at like a XLT price point. It's the best way I can get to that. It's probably closer to like a higher Lariat, maybe a fully loaded Lariat, and I'm speaking in Ford terms. Of reel for $100 or under $100, and then the Celis is like $69 separate. But so separate, the price if you didn't buy them as a combo was $139.99. But if you buy them together as a combo here in the store on special, I think it's $115 plus tax.
And mention the pod.
Mention the pod.
For an extra discount.
$115 plus tax. I literally throw my 6-inch swim baits on the Celis. So all the little videos you've seen me throw with like the 6-7-inch floating lures, it's on this blue rod. So it can hold about a half ounce, 3/4 of an ounce, up to an ounce is probably what it says. It says an ounce and a quarter. So that's a pretty stout rod. It's under $120. You have a pretty solid, basic setup.
Back in my day, you couldn't find nothing that nice for
Back in my day, we were throwing the Academy medals.
Bass Classic.
You remember the Academy medals? The BPS, the X... What did their brand, whatever their brand was?
I don't even remember.
The metal, the METTLE, the metal. They were like $60, $70. That was like the
lose combos, the $50 combos.
You can't go wrong with the lose Mach 1s.
And you know what's crazy? Shout out to homie T-Dog Travis. That mofo will show up with the same combo from 2016 and catch the biggest fish of the day.
For real.
Which is crazy.
Yeah,
it's so
T-Dog
funny.
is
It
mad.
is so funny. But anyways, guys, we got to wrap it up there because the store closes in 10 minutes. And
You got any special
you
shout
got
outs?
any special shout outs?
Or
I'll give a
sponsors
big
or whatever.
shout out. I don't say it too often, but when I talk to people about it, getting to kayak fishing, getting what they want, where to start. TG Canoe and Kayak there in San Marcos, Texas. I know it might clash with No Bad Days, but 2 different places. But go check them out. Whatever works for you. But check out. I just want to shout out TG though.
They have a good setup there. I have no problem
Yeah,
with
yeah,
TG.
yeah. They're good
so
people.
like the kayak community now, there's not bad blood anymore, and if there is, we have no idea about it.
Yeah, there's not so much of that drama.
No, the
BS
drama
no
was more
It was
like
so weird. Back
it was
then.
weird. It was different.
fishing,
It was
bro.
different. It was way different. It was way different. It was. I think we had a lot of pride in the River Bassin series, which I still do. I still have first place, big bass, top team. I like to look at it. So, it's fun. But anyways, dude, it is what it is. TG's a great company. They're right
Yeah.
there off the San Marcos River. No Bad Days is a great company. I think Forrest drove to Utah yesterday
That's
to drop
insane,
off 2
dude.
kayaks. So, guys, we're trying to hustle out here in Texas, support local Texas
Exactly.
companies. There's only 2. ACK sold out and
Yeah, they
went
gave up.
big. They got bought out by Big Adventure Sports or some shit like that up north. So,
By Dallas or
I don't know, like out of the
Oh,
state, like in
dang.
Wisconsin, like big water sports. It's somewhere up
Couldn't hang
there.
in Texas no more.
Nope. So, anyways, guys, shout out
last
to.
one too.
Huh?
Oh, go ahead.
Well, let's let this go. So you go. I'll end it with mine.
Oh, and then also Sims products, for the best water gear, wet gear, cold gear, you name it. Hit them up, dude. Sims is the way to go if you're really serious about.
Tell him Manny B sent you.
Yes, sir.
Because I know he's worked hard on getting the Sims. And again, anything that the homies can do that like puts San Antonio, Brown Boys on the map, I fuck with, right? That's super cool. Like you're part of the Sims team, and I bet you
Yeah.
most of the guys are from like Eastern Oregon and have
Yeah, all up
been
north.
amazing fly fishermen their whole life. And
Yeah.
you're down here from the dirty south. We're not really dirty south, but from the south in a kayak, right?
Yeah,
That's
it's
cool
crazy
as fuck.
to be recognized for them to even see me. They're like,
Yeah.
that's the crazy part. I was
Yeah,
like,
it's cool.
what? I was
That's
like, hey,
super cool. Super
hard work
cool, guys.
pays off, guys.
Yes, sir. All right. So then last shout out is obviously to the store Outdoor Alphas. Make sure you swing by. Sorry about my voice. Everybody I know here has got a little scratchy throat or
Freaking
something.
damn dust or whatever.
The dust, Saharan dust came
Sucking too
in, and
much
I've
Chile.
had, what did he say?
Sucking too much chili.
Right. And it's just, got everybody talking funny. But anyways, guys, we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Yeah, appreciate it.